Okay, and we're going to talk about Zbigniew Brzezinski, the Communist Party, Russian Freemasons, Soviet intelligence. When I was studying Jim Jones and the People's Temple, I discovered Jimmy Carter had the National Security Advisor, Zbigniew Brzezinski, which was also Obama's security advisor. And now that Trump is president, I'm not sure Trump is truly a Republican. Trump gives off a democratic impression, communist impression. Anyhow, Zbigniew Brzezinski represents the Russian faction of Skull and Bones, the communist faction of Skull and Bones. And when you look into Michigan, you can look at Albert Kahn and Associates, how they built the Soviet Union. You can look at another researcher in Michigan, Stuart Swerdlow, whose grandfather created the Soviet Union. His great uncle, Yakov Swerdlow, was the first president of the Soviet Union. So the Michigan area has always been intact with Soviet intelligence. And Zbigniew Brzezinski, through the communist faction of Skull and Bones, you get up into the Trilateral Commission. And looking at this Zbigniew Brzezinski circle, it gets very fascinating. You know, he authored the book, The Grand Chessboard. You have to look at a lot of his material. Also look at connections to the House of Rothschild, the House of Windsor, and look at all these connections that Zbigniew Brzezinski had in his life through the 70s to the 80s. It was very fascinating.